Honestly, doing this video is really weird for me because I don't consider myself a remote work expert. But after working online for 7 years, helping over 1,000 women launch their online careers and running my own remote team of up to 12 at one time, I guess I kind of am. Hi, if you don't know, I'm Esther, the CEO and founder of Virtual Assistant Internship and the 90-Day VA program, which is where I've helped those 1,000 plus women launch their own online careers. In this episode, I'm going to go through the 5 trends I see coming in 2020 for online workers, all my wannabes, and how you can best personally utilize them because I hate those trend reports that don't actually give you practical next steps. This isn't going to be like that. We are all about digging in and putting in the work to reach our goals. So here we go. The first trend I'm already seeing and will continue to grow in 2020 is a change in how we work. And this comes up for both remote teams or as self-employed workers, maybe you have multiple clients, and it's the transition from old managers who just care about how many hours you put in, if you were at your computer from 9 a.m. until 5 p.m., how long your lunch break was, how many sick and vacation days you were allotted, how many have you used. This is the old way, and it often only gave promotions and pay increases based on pretty meaningless things like how long you've been in the job or goals that your boss set that you don't even have control over if you reach them or not. Like, this is new way of working, and you can expect to see more of it in 2020 and beyond as more and more companies are throwing out those outdated methods of working and instead shifting into a results only work environment. And I love the abbreviation ROW, which I gleaned from Susan Hobie, who runs a very large consulting firm, and they practice this new set of values. It's also the way I run my fully remote company. And it's very similar to Ms. Hobie. And I find many other large and small companies around the world are doing this too. So this little trend, it's not something that I'm, just really hoping and wishing will pick up. It's actually in action right now and will only continue to grow. So let's break down what this really means for you. It means that workers are going to be completely autonomous and their work is going to be entirely self-directed. And so those big bosses are going to act more of a guide, someone that you can bounce ideas off of and do some problem solving with, not someone who's tracking your hours. If you were at your desk, did you do this thing? No. It also means that all those physical offices, they're going to shrink, or they're going to disappear entirely and save people precious real estate costs because workers have a new way of life. It's a different lifestyle. Maybe they do some work in the morning at the office, and then they take a gym and an errand break, and then maybe some more work in the afternoon from home, have a little break and time with family, and then maybe a little bit more in bed after the kids are in bed. So the point of ROW is that it cares about you getting your work done, getting it done excellently, and literally nothing else. Now, how can you apply this to yourself? These companies are looking for different things than they used to. They're going to care more about what you've accomplished, your achievements, and that you can be self-directed rather than years in a position, how many degrees or job titles. Like, I don't know about you, but this new way of work gets me so excited because it's like about time, right? And I'm also hoping that it has a trickle-down effect into the education and academic sectors, since the original format of school was to prepare children to work in factories and just memorize and repeat back what a boss or a teacher want to hear. So this new way of work requires us to prepare our children for different careers and ways of working. So I'm excited to see the change, however long it may take to trickle down eventually. These next items are things that I see growing in 2020 as super hot skills you can learn and offer online. The first is TikTok. It's not just for kids anymore, baby. Big names like Gary Vee, Rachel Peterson, and Elise Dharma are utilizing this platform for business. And if you can know what they're doing and offer it to other clients, you're going to be way ahead of the curve. You could even consider growing an account just for yourself and your online services to practice and learn with, and then also use that as a portfolio piece. So it's something to think about. There's also a gradual shift that's happening in the world of digital marketing, namely Facebook ads. And this is where our next trend comes in, because a lot of business owners are spending plenty of money on Facebook ads, but due to compliance issues that Facebook changes all the time, don't make very clear, they don't even notify the advertisers, so then people's accounts are just completely being shut down all the time. And so imagine if your sole revenue came from Facebook ads for your business, and then they shut down your ad account and they don't tell you why, or if it will be turned on. And they may even shut down your personal profile entirely. And this doesn't sound like a crazy story. It's happened to me and a ton of my business friends, to the point that it's like almost a joke now. And we just like, oh, yours got shut down. Here's the Facebook appeals link and some contacts that I found. Maybe they can help you. It's just like a normal part of our business. But I see an opportunity here. Business owners that want to move away from Facebook ads, or at least diversify what they're spending their ads on, so that if one platform gets shut down, they're not completely destitute. And you can be the go-to person for other ad types, namely Pinterest ads, maybe Snapchat ads, but that's probably just until TikTok starts to allow advertising, because I think it's going to replace Snapchat sooner than we think. Instagram ads are doing amazing as well, but they are run through the same business manager as Facebook. So it's not going to be really diversifying just to add Instagram to somebody's strategy. So another hot skill I see continuing to grow in 2020 is sales copywriting. Now, the reason that I teach content repurposing in 90-Day VA, which includes stuff like blog writing, client social media captions, podcast show notes, email newsletters, because these are in-demand skills that aren't going out of style anytime soon. If anything, more and more businesses will continue to outsource these. Now, the next level after this general copywriting is sales copywriting. And this is a higher end type of writing for web pages, emails, and other online content that's purpose is to sell something. And as more and more of these online businesses open up in 2020, the need for this type of writing increases. And bonus, it pays a lot more and it's kind of fun. It involves psychology and other elements, so it's definitely something to look into some more training on. This last trend kind of piggybacks off the previous one, and it's the change of the influencer. We all know an Instagram influencer, right? They post a brand's products, some places and other things in exchange for getting it for free or a flat fee from the brand that they're representing. They often post super revealing or shallow aspirational photos that have nothing to do with the brand, just so they can get some organic traction on a particular photo, like with likes and stuff. So cue my eye roll. So I'm super excited to say that this trend is already dying. Consumers are tired of shallow influencers with obvious sponsors that have nothing to do with why they followed them. But also, it's gotten to be such a mess that real influencers are also tired of not being paid anything for all the work that they put into photo shoots, into building an engaged account, into acquiring the deal to begin with. Like, nobody can pay their bills with a free bottle of shampoo. I mean, if you can, then please let me know how. So I'm excited to say that this niche is changing, and it's changing fast. Influencers must be more authentic, more personal, and are going to be launching more of their own products to their audience. These could be digital products like online courses, ebooks, templates like Photoshop filters. They could even be physical products, a little water bottle or something they can easily sell from their own Shopify store. And I have already seen this shift start to happen. So for you, that means more and more people are going to need help with well-written, authentic captions and sales copywriting, like I mentioned, and also creating digital products and sales funnels, which that just means all the pages that host the information about how to buy someone's thing, and then how that product, like an ebook, let's say, gets delivered to the person who purchases. All of that gets built by someone. And it's not necessarily a fancy design agency. Usually it's someone just like you. Remember, there is no college degree in any of the things I've gone over, but there is a huge demand for these services online. So the sky's the limit once you dig in and start learning some online skills. And get moving. Come on, let's go. All right. For more on how to work with an influencer as a virtual assistant, check out my interview with one right here. And if you haven't already, hit that subscribe button over here for new episodes every week to help you launch your online career. See you next time.